And there we go. No, they're both fighting. They're both fighting. Let's see. I can send up to 2 volunteers right now, so... I'm going to pick you and... Yeah. My army's 6 here. I'm going to send some volunteers to the Spanish royal government. And I will try to help them not get conquered. On the 15th of December. I don't know how successful I'll be, but at the very least I want to attempt to make sure that the CNT FAI doesn't win. If we can stop Spain from turning red, then that's going to give us a chance. At least in regards to our western front, because that seems to be a big thing that leads to defeat by Germany. Is when Spain turns red, there's significant amount more manpower that can be thrown at the Germans by the French, British, and Northern Italians. We have an integralist victory in Brazil. An unexpected turn of events. The elections in Brazil ended in a surprising upset win for the Brazilian integralist action. A sweeping movement took over Brazil by storm, and its anti-political establishment message of faith, national pride, and monarchism found many sympathetic listeners from the poorest neighborhood to the mightiest manor. Now, the relatively politically inexperienced party has to deal with the burdens of power. Many fear that the fragile alliance between different factions inside the action may weaken the party. Nonetheless, its influence has now increased quite considerably, and a restoration of the monarchy is considered by observers to be a near certainty at this point. The Empire return. Yeah, if you're not aware, Brazil actually used to be ruled by an empire because... Civil War in China. Lovely, as I was saying. Used to be ruled by an empire, and it's entirely Napoleon's fault. Short version, when the First French Empire conquered Portugal, the royal family fled to Brazil. If the king decided he liked it so much he wanted to stay, his government basically bullied him into coming back to Portugal, and Brazil eventually wanted to secede for various reasons. And the king's son actually became Emperor of Brazil. But sort of because of the way that Brazil ended up seceding and some other governmental things, they were actually one of the last countries in the world to abolish slavery as a result. I think they might have actually done it later than the United States did, believe it or not. Which is not something you can say about a lot of countries. That they abolished slavery later than the US did. But I think Brazil may have done. As surprising as that may be to hear. And my divisions have arrived in Spain. Alright, guys, you can have a general. That dude, I think. Over there. The Legation Council wants limited conscription. No. We have radio now. So let's see. State of the economy. It's good, really. The industry is humming along. The grain is coming in from the eastern member states of the Reichspakt. Citizens have work. It's looking up for the Kaiserreich. That flavor text really only makes sense if we're talking about for Black Monday. So I'm not even going to finish reading it. It's dumb sounding. Makes it look like whoever is in charge of economic assessments was on vacation when a major recession started. Right now, my primary goal with these armies here is to stop the syndicalists. And that conscription law in the legation cities failed. Now, as I was saying, I'm not that bothered if the Carlists win. As long as Spain does not turn red, I will consider it an acceptable outcome. And it will let me get some experience in the field. Let's attack here, see if we can't break their lines. Middle Africa sent us guns. Thank you very much. Hans von Seck's funeral. Our Chief of General Staff has died today in Berlin. The hero of the intervention in China passed away peacefully in his sleep. Our nation is mourning the loss of a true German hero, and every important dignitary was in attendance at his funeral in Berlin. Afterwards, the chief of the army, August von Mackensen, be seen whispering something to the Kaiser in private. It was revealed shortly thereafter that von Mackensen himself intends to retire. Farewell to you both. I can now reform the military high command. And 2 of our political and military leaders have been removed. Let's see here. A chief of staff is what we want now. I don't know about any of them, really. If I wanted to, I could go over to extensive conscription right now, but not feeling it. Italian government falls. I believe this will be talking about the Italian Federation, yeah? After many months of terrorist acts by the ANI rocked the Italian Federation, caused many within the nation to doubt the government's ability to maintain order, a vote of no confidence was held in Milan today, a motion which passed by the narrowest of margins. Attentions have now turned to the Consiglio della Federazione Italiana. I'm probably butchering that name, I'm sorry. The old government of the Italian Federation, which lapsed after 1929, but still technically existed, and it has stepped in to fill the void left by the Republic. The council, consisting of aristocrats from the states of the Federation and led by Adriano Visconti, Duke of Lombardy, has suspended elections and declared the restoration of the Italian Federation in full. Interesting. Also disturbing. I'm guessing Italy has decided democracy is highly overrated then. Plan to continue our attack over here, and I'm hoping we can make some progress and push back the CNTFAI at least a little. If we can help the Spanish and improve their lot, maybe at least take out the socialists, and we will have a better chance at the Internationale. Also, Austria has cancelled their non-aggression pact with us. Well, screw you too, Austria. Nobody likes you anyways. But hey, at least my indirect intervention gives us something to talk about, because honestly, with all the events and narrative stuff, things were a bit slow going. Intervening in Spain's civil war, on the other hand, definitely gives me more to do. And Germany might be a big power, but you're not exactly starting out with lots of action and things to do. The reason why I prefer nations like China and Russia is you start out actually not necessarily there. They're already launching an offensive up here, so let's support that. As I was saying, the reason I prefer places like China and Russia in Kaiserreich is you start out in a position to do something, and you have wars to participate in, and so on. Yeah. They going around to occupy that place, so I'm going to try and do a little outflanking maneuver here. My infantry division can hold that position. I'm going to send the trucks around to try and cut their supply lines here and there. Or I feel they've put someone there. Infantry can move into support. Yeah, I really should finish my sentence. About Russia and China. But yeah, the reason I prefer them as places to be playing starting out is there's more going on, and if you're into action stuff and war as a primary thing to be doing, guys, will you finish off these pockets, please? This is absurd. Infantry there are just gonna have to hold them in place till we break those guys. Then I can swing down and help out here. I would have liked to just zoom up to Valencia and take it, but... or Valencia, I believe, is the proper Spanish pronunciation. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would have liked to just do that, but that would have led to us getting encircled and probably losing one of our volunteer divisions, because you just know they'd retake that shit. Okay, state of the economy is donezo. So... I think we will do some Mauser contracts. We are a military state, after all. And war with the Frenchies and their allies is basically inevitable, so we should prepare for that. Founded under the auspices of the mighty Friedrich himself, Mauser has been instrumental in aiding the growth of German power over the past century. By sponsoring them more directly, we can increase and improve our small arms production, which will unlock that company and give us 3 more military factories to play with. Excellent idea, methinks. Oh, balls. Yeah. I'm sorry, my friends, but... yeah, we've been pocketed. I'm going to lose that division, I betcha. They're coming under attack from 2 sides. Yeah. Our more mobile division is about to die. I don't like this. I think we're going to have to send a replacement, to be frank, because I am not giving up on this plan. I am not. going to get an armored spearhead chief of the army, however. Over there, I think. Come on. Okay, yeah. They're dead. Air Force budget request from Flanders, Wallonia. In an effort to better prepare their southern border against the syndicalist threat, the government of Flanders, Wallonia has requested us to loosen some of the military restrictions imposed on them. As such, allowing them to better guard the Ludendorff line. Yes, this could free up valuable German manpower. Go on then. It does benefit us after all. But we need to send another division to replace the one we lost there. Go. Yeah, that was really dumb and lost me an entire division. Oh well. It's probably bound to happen eventually. Louise Hoffman's Pacific Flight. First German woman to gain a pilot's license. After her 1933 transatlantic solo flight, she's become one of Germany's most famous aviation pioneers, along with heroes like Manfred von Richthofen and Gunther Pluschow. Probably saying that wrong. Today, Frauen Hoffmann has accomplished a new long-distance record in her customized Fokker F9, starting in Tahiti 36 hours ago. Frauen Hoffmann today landed successfully in Lai on German New Guinea, where she was welcomed by a jubilant crowd and local governor Albert Hall, or Hahi even. It's been rumored that Hoffmann will soon attempt a solo flight around the world. This would put her in direct competition with the Red Baron, who is planning a similar endeavor. What an accomplishment indeed. And yeah, I know I'm butchering a lot of the names. I am not very good with pronouncing things. I'm just not. Naval stuff again. Continue carrier construction, please. filthy socialists in Russia continue their efforts, I say. Socialists assume full control in Norway. No way. Norway? After winning the elections and forcing King Håkon VIII to abdicate, the Socialist Party of Norway has today ratified a new constitution which fully turns the country into a syndicalist state, just like France and Britain before them. Another piece of the chessboard, joining the syndicalist cause, the balance of power in Europe shifted again in the great game of chess between the Revolution and the Old Order. We have yet to see how Norway itself will affect the overall state of affairs. Did they really betray King Håkon's trust so shamelessly? Yes. Yes, they did. And they have joined the Third International, unsurprisingly. And Sweden has got to be feeling the squeeze after a move like that. We have the Finns on our side, true, but if I could somehow wrangle this to get Sweden into the Reichspakt, that would be quite the benefit. It really would. My additional division has arrived. I'm going to merge them into here. And war has now broken out between the Belgrade Pact and Bulgaria. To the surprise of no one, we have the Fourth Balkan War. A country was reborn in the Balkans after the Weltkrieg, Greater Bulgaria, the titan of the peninsula, uniting all Bulgarian lands and beyond. This kingdom for all Bulgarians was born with bloodshed and war, though, defeating Serbia, Greece, and Romania in the Weltkrieg, a move that these three nations are still bitter about today. This tension led to the formation of the Belgrade Pact, and this alliance of Balkan states has now declared war on the Tsardom, throwing the region into conflict yet again. Will Ferdinand I save his nation from this overwhelming force, or will his kingdom be divided once more? What is it with the Balkans and war all the time? I mean, really?